Welcome back to another video. We have a 2015 Ford Edge with a 2.0 turbo, all-wheel drive, and we are replacing the turbos because these 2.0s are very common to get bad turbos. You know, the P0299, I believe that's the code, and you know, pretty much under boost condition, and it just takes a long time to get up to speed, yada yada. So we're replacing the turbo because this also has a symptom of a very rattling and loud turbo. So you know, everything points that it's a bad unit. So let me go ahead and show you what you need to replace it. In a nutshell, okay, from up top we need to remove this plastic cowl, remove the air duct, the air box, and remove the heat shield that's at the back. Disconnect some of the cables, disconnect some of the vacuum hoses that are back there, and the rest of the job is going to be from the bottom. The turbo is going to come down from the bottom. Okay, I have seen some mechanics remove the entire subframe. It is not necessary. So what you do need to do is on the passenger side, remove the CV axle, the intermediate axle shaft as well, and this guy right here, and then we're gonna create space, and then we're gonna be able to remove the turbo from back there. Okay, so that's in a nutshell what's gonna happen. So let me go ahead and all right, so let's start off by removing the upper plastic cowl. We got to remove the wipers. Those are two 15s. Then you have these metal clips holding them on together, and then some push pins right there in the corner as well. Those two look like 7s, I believe. They look like 7 or 8s. Okay, so let's take all this out, and then we're going to remove the air duct. You're gonna have 2 8s on the corner, also 2 8s on the other corner, and then you're gonna have an 8 there and another 8 there. The top cowl, you're gonna have a 15 and a 15 for the wiper, and just some clips along the lip. Okay, and then we move over to the back section, and you're gonna remove all these guys. It's pretty much just the air box. Take it out, disconnect some of the cables, the harness connectors. Just remove those. This guy right here, you're gonna have a 8 there. You're gonna have a 13 right here, and pretty much just make a space so we can reach back here, and then we're gonna remove the turbo, yada 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 yada. Okay. Let's remove our wheel so we can remove the CV axle and the intermediate shaft, okay, along with the bearing, the bracket that's holding it, so we can make space for the turbo to go down. So let's move your wheel. They're 21 mils. And then your center nut for the CV axle is a 32. We'll break it loose. It's good. Now up here we need to loosen the knuckle, so we have The nut is a 24, and the other side for the bolt is a 21. So we're gonna hold it right here and just give it a little tap. Wow, a lot of rust. Okay, so we got the shaft out. Okay, 24, 21. You got a 10 here holding the caliper line. You don't need to remove the tie rod. Just loosen, take out of the clip so you can have some slack. And there you go. Okay, so let me just pop off this CV axle, and then I'm going to remove the bracket right there. Okay, so that bracket is also looks like it's held on by 13 mils. Okay, looks like I think it's 3. Okay, so let me just start taking those off. So down here we need to remove this pipe. You got a 10 here, a 10 here, a 7 right here for the clamp, and then up there you're gonna have another clamp for another 7, and then this guy is already loose up from the top. Disconnect this guy right here, and it should come out. So we have a lot more space once you remove the intermediate shaft. You're gonna have this little guy right here, that's the return line. You're gonna have 2 8s and a 10 on the turbo itself. There's 2 lines right in the center. You're gonna have an 8. This line right here is gonna be a 17. The heat shield up the top, you're gonna have 2 15 nuts, and then this guy right in the center, that one is looks like a T30 if I'm not mistaken. Once I take it out, I'll let you know exactly what it is. Remove the heat shield, then the other 4 nuts holding the turbo to the block, to the head. That one's gonna be I believe, well, they're also 13s. So the catalytic converter, which is right here on the side, that was held on by 2 15 mil nuts. So one you can remove it from the top, and the other one has to be removed from the bottom. So let me take this stuff out and show you what's next. All right, so we got everything taken out. We got the 2 8s here is out. Also we got the 17 line right there, and there are also the other 2 lines, the coolant lines right there. Just pop those out. They have O-rings, so they're gonna be tight in there. Just pop them out once you remove that center 8 mil bolt. And other than that, down here, the last thing you're gonna do is go to the side, and right about there, that's a bracket holding the catalytic converter. So you need to remove the 13 bolt that's going across. It's so super important. Just use a long wrench, a long extension, and reach over and take out that bolt. Okay, it looks just like this. So once you take that out, you go to the top, and then from up here you're going to remove the 13 mil nuts. There's 4 of those holding the turbo, and then remove these studs, and then the 2 15 holding the catalytic converter to the turbo. Okay, you can't reach both of them from up here. One of them is right there, Okay. One of them is right there and the other one's right under it. Okay, you can't reach them from up here. Just let me be clear, you can't reach them from up here. Okay, once you do that, let me just remove the last stud and the turbo is gonna fall off. So boom, 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 boom. There it is, you guys. There it is. Cool, easy as that. Okay, now we got plenty of space to go ahead and clean the area, yada yada, and start prepping to install the new one. So there it is, guys. We got our old turbo, our new turbo. This is aftermarket. I've heard good reviews from it, so I'm going to install this one. The common issue for this turbos to fail is the wastegate, but the problem was not the wastegate. The problem was the actual turbine inside completely shattered and locked up. I can't even spin the blades in there at all, so that was the issue. And this one obviously spins freely because it's brand new, and everything nice and tight. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and install the new lines back on there, install new gaskets, and so we can get this 4-edge back on the road. And there it is, guys. We got our new turbo ready to go. We're gonna install the lines, and I just wanted to give you a quick recap. Okay, remove the studs. That's the EP8. The nuts behind it are 213s at the bottom, 215s up top, and those are the 215s up top, and a Torx T30 that's holding the heat shield. Okay, and the two nuts, 215 mil nuts holding the catalytic converter. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So comment below if you got any questions. I'll get you those answers, and I'll see you on the next one. You can do it.